Have you ever felt someone's eyes on you before you even turned around? That strange electric sensation crawling up back of your neck, and when you beanly looked, you saw her already looking? She wasn't smiling. She wasn't flirting. She wasn't saying a single word, but something about her gaze hit you differently. It wasn't just a glance. It was presence, focus, stillness. A quiet kind of intensity that felt both unnerving and magnetic. And in that moment, even if you tried to pretend it didn't matter, even if you looked away like nothing happened, something stayed with you. Because a woman's look, when it's real, when it's grounded, when it comes from that deep place inside her, carries more weight than most conversations ever could. It's not about seduction. It's not about being checked out. It's a butcher cognition. Saw something in you. Something that made her pause. Something that made her body remember you. Even I for mind couldn't explain why. And the truth is, most men miss it. They dismiss it, overthink it, or worse, ignore it compulsively. Why? Because we're Trinetto, respond to words, to action, to theobius. But here's what no one tells you. A woman's most powerful signals are often the quietest. They don't shout, they whisper. They don't announce, they don't demand, they invite. That look, the one that lingers for a half second too long, the one that makes your eyes soften. Her lips part ever so slightly, her body pause. Look is everything. It's how the feminine energy flirts, not by chasing, but by pulling, by letting you feel her curiosity, without needing to explain it. And when you're the kind of man who notices that, not just with your eyes, but with your awareness, the whole game changes. Because now you're not chasing attraction. You're not forcing attention. You're not hunting for attention. You're simply seeing what's already there. More importantly, you're feeling it. This video isn't about pickup lines or manipulative metrics. It's about one simple but life-changing shift. Learning how to recognize when a woman's eyes are saying what her mouth never will. It's because on sale understand that look, the one that carries interest, emotion, and just a hint of tension. You stop doubting. You stop hesitating. Stop walking away from moments that were meant for you. So, if you've ever looked at a woman and felt her looking back in a way you couldn't quite explain, if you've ever replayed that eye contact in your head days later, wondering if you've ever felt something realign, a single glance, then this is for you. Because from this point forward, you'll never miss that moment again. You'll see it. You'll feel it. And you'll know exactly what it means. Let's begin. Let's get honest for a moment. We live in a world flooded with noise, endless words tossed around in shallow conversations that rarely go deeper than the surface. And in the middle of all this is you, a man who's trying to make sense of it all. It's trying to understand what's real and what's just noise. But there's the crazy thing most men never learn. It's the most real, most potent, most standable communication you'll ever receive from a woman might not come through words at all. It might come through a single look, just one moment, one glance, one deep electric second where her eyes meet yours, and if everything else fades. No one else notices. No one else even blinks. But you feel it like a silent wave crashing into your chest, and suddenly you're not thinking anymore. You're feeling. It doesn't matter if you've known her for months or if she's a stranger across the room. That look, the way her gaze settles on you with a softness that's not accidental, it changes things. It wakes something up in you, something primal, something deeply masculine. But a tragedy, most men miss it. They look away too fast. They second-guess themselves. They dismiss it as coincidence or convince themselves. She probably wasn't looking at me. Why? Because we're taught to ignore subtlety, because society trains us to believe that unless something is loud, it's obvious or verbal, it isn't real. But women, the feminine, speaks a different language, and the most high value. Emotionally intelligent women don't shout their interest. They signal it gently, with nuance, with grace. Their body leans just slightly forward, their voice softens. And most important, liar eyes speak volumes. When a woman looks at you in that way, that slow, held-in-chord kind of gaze, it's not a casual glance. It's not just a habit. It's intentional, maybe even unconscious, but intentional nonetheless.
Guys!
Her eyes don't lie. Even when her words do, even when she's nervous, even when she doesn't want to like you, her eyes will always betray her heart. And in today's video, I want to help you understand exactly what to look for. Because when you learn to read the feminine gaze, when you stop needing words to fill connection, when you finally recognize the quiet power of her attention, you'll move through the world differently. You stop overthinking, you stop chasing, you stop seeking approval. Instead, you've come receptive, grounded, powerful. See the glances that other men miss? You feel the tension building before she even says a word. You recognize when a woman's attraction is quietly, patiently waiting for you to notice it. And that's when everything conges, because now you're not responding like every other man. You're retuned in. Wait, emotionally precise. You don't jump. You don't rush. You observe. You read. You respond with presence. And women feel that in your energy, in your rise, in your timing. They feel your ability to sit in silence, to hold space without fumbling for words. They feel calm intensity in your gaze. And they begin to trust you, not because of what you say, but because of what you see and how you hold it. This is the art of masculine stillness. This is the power of reading between the lines, off-sensing what most people ignore. And today, you're going to learn exactly how to spot those moments and what to do when they happen. Because from this point forward, you'll never again walk away wondering, was she into me? You'll know because her eyes will tell you, and you'll be ready to listen. Let's get started. 1. The lingering glance. Her subconscious is speaking. This is where it all begins. You're resenting. In a room, or maybe walking down street, she's across the cave talking with a friend. You're not doing anything special. You're just existing. And suddenly you feel it. You look up and her eyes are already on you. She doesn't panic. She doesn't flinch. She just holds your gaze for a beat. Too long. This isn't the kind of eye contact that happens by accident. This is intentional, subconscious maybe, betrayal. Her body noticed you before her mind even had time to process it. And no, her eyes are acting on behalf of her emotional instincts. But here's the key. It lingers. It's not a quick flicker, it's not a passing glance. It's that 2 or 3 second lock that makes time slow down. She may look away right after. She may smile or she may pretend nothing happened at all. But that moment means something to her. It was curiosity, question, a message she didn't have the courage or words to say out loud. Toyu, it's a signal. 1. That 90% of men ignore, but not you. When her gaze lingers, it's not a performance. It's a pro view of the connection she's craving, and you only get one chance to feel it. 2. The double take. Her mind checked it out, but her body didn't. This one happens. Fast, but it's potent. She looks at you, looks away, and then looks back. That second glance, that's where the truth is. So the first glance could be coincidence. The second one, that's instinct. It's her curiosity reasserting. It's her emotional radar lighting opened, saying, wait, who was that? That second look isn't just about attraction, it's about interest. A crack in her usual rhythm, a disruption, she did a expect. And women don't double take forges anyone, only for the ones hoppled something emotional out of them, without even trying. Might be the way you stood, the way you carried your presence, the way you weren't trying, Tob noticed, but you were felt. And her subconscious couldn't help itself. I had to return. This is where most men miss the opportunity. They think the moment has passed, but the second glance, that's your green light. 3. The smile in the eyes. Her face may not say it, but her energy does. Most people think attraction is about smiling, flirting, laughing. But what if I told you the most genuine smile a woman can give often doesn't reach her mouth? Watch her eyes. When a woman is truly attracted to you, when her energy begins to soften and open, her eyes change, they lose tension. Her blink rate slows. Her pupils may even dilate slightly. The corners of her eyes crinkle subtly. And even if she doesn't smile. With her lips, there's warmth in her gaze, an openness. This is called the Dutchan smile. It's aerial involuntary expression, AF connection. Primal. Biological. It can't be faked, and it can't be planned. So, eye for face is neutral, but her eyes look like they're quietly smiling. Don't ignore that. That's a rare moment of unguarded energy. Her defenses are down, and she's letting herself see you. Fourth triangle gaze, a slow burn of intimacy. This is one of the most overlooked, yet most powerful signs of attraction. And it's straight out in psychology and body language, or search. Watch closely. If a woman looks at your left eye, then your right eye, and then slowly down to your mouth, then back to your eyes, that's the triangle gaze. Subtle, often subconscious, but it reveals a huge shift in how she sees you. She's not just observing anymore, she's engaging. She's wondering what it would feel like to be closer to you, kiss you, to share something unspoken. This kind of eye pattern triggers the release of dopamine and oxytocin, the feel-good chemicals that bond people emotionally and physically. When you notice this, you'd need to say a word. Just lean into her stillness. Hold her gaze gently. Smile softly, or don't. Just be present. Let her feel your calm. Let the tension rise on its own. Because in that moment, she's not looking at the world anymore. She's looking at you. 5. The group reconnection. Her eyes keep finding yours. You're not alone. You're in a group setting, a party, a cafe, a seminar. She's across the room talking with someone else. But every so often, her eyes find you. She's in the middle of a story. Her friends are laughing, and still, she keeps looking back at you. Why? Because attraction is magnetic, doesn't follow logic. Follows energy. Her mind may be elsewhere, but her attention keeps drifting back to the one person in the room that unsettles her in the best way possible. And the more she does this, the more she's reinforcing her own emotional chemistry. She doesn't even need to speak to you for tension to build her gaze. It's that slow return. Over and over is her way of checking. Is Hestel there? And every time you're calm, composed, still, you become unforgettable. 6. The safe gaze. Her nervous system relaxes in your presence. This one's rare. When a woman looks at you like Shakan, finally exhale, when her shoulders soften, her eyes stop scanning the room, and she leans into your gaze even slightly. That's not just attraction, that's trust. It's what happens when a woman feels seen, not judged, held, not raged, felt, not analyzed. It's in her gazine. That moment becomes vulnerable. She's not flirting. She's not performing. She's just being. When you see this, when you feel her eyes drop their defenses, stay where you are. Stay still. They come. Let her feel safe in your energy. That look may not be the sexiest, but it's the realest. Because if she feels safe looking at you, she will feel safe with you. And that is where real connection begins. Most men walk through life blind to enticements. They wait for words, for text, for confirmation. But the masculine man, the stoic man, feels the shift in energy before a word is spoken. He doesn't rush it, doesn't question it. He notices it, and he holds it. Because when a woman gives you that look, that slow, soft, weighty kind of gaze, shanding, is something sacred. It's no approval. It's not flirtation. It's an invitation. And whether you step forward or simply honor it in silence, the key is to see it, to not miss it, to not brush it off like it was nothing, because deep inside her nervous system, her eyes are saying what her voice may never have the courage to say. I see something in you, and I want to feel Safina to explore it. So from now on, brother, don't just look at women. Feel them. Watch what they're not saying. And when the moment comes, when her gaze lands and doesn't let go, don't ignore it. Because the deepest connections start with the quietest looks. If you've made it this far, you're not like Mosman. Most guys scroll past the moment. They miss the gaze. They never slow down long enough to feel what was being said without words. But you're different. You're here because you sense sight. Even if no one ever taught you how to name it, you felt her eyes before. That warm, subtle pull, that mysterious star that left you wondering, was Thatchral. And deep down you knew it was. You just didn't have the language. You just didn't know how to trust your instincts till now, because the truth is women speak through energy, before they ever speak with words. Their eyes say what they're not ready to admit. Their gaze delivers the first invitation. Their body language carries the honesty their mouth may hide, and our ability to notice it, to respect it, to respond without rushing, but also without running. A way that is thing, a beginning of powerful masculine prosin. So, if this video woke something up in you, if it gave you clarity, peace, or even just a reminder of something you already knew deep down, then take a breath and lean in. This ICR place, this is your space to grow, lead, feel, see. You're not here to touch women. You're here to become second of man who women naturally gravitate toward. Not because of your looks, money, or pickup lines. But because your energy is rare, because your silence is calm, not insecure, because your gaze is grounded, not nitty, because you don't flinch, you don't force, you'd see her. And you're not afraid to let her see you. That's what creates lasting attraction. That's what makes you unforgettable. So, if you're ready to keep evolving, to keep sharpening that awareness, building your confidence, and understanding the deeper psychological desire, you already know what to do. White heavy check mark. Hit that subscribe button. Not for me, but for you, for your evolution, for the man you're becoming. Thumbs up, like this video, if it spoke to your soul. If it gave you something no one else taught you, that little internal click, that shift, honor it. Speech balloon. And leave a comment below. Have you ever had a woman look at you like this? What, that panned? Or what did you wish you'd in differently? Outbox tray. Sharitha's video with a friend who's still stuck thinking attraction is about loud flirting or endless texting. Maybe all needs is to stop trying and start seeing. It's a Stoic paradox. The home for men who don't beg for attention, they command it through awareness, stillness, and deep emotional precision. You don't need to be louder. You need to be clearer within yourself. And once you wear the right people, the right energy, the right women will notice you. Not because you performed, but because you arrived. See you in the next video, brother. Till then, take them. Stay grounded and never ever doubt the power off. A woman's gaze might just be the beginning of everything you didn't know you were looking for. Stay dangerous, stay observant, and most of all, stay you.